Continuing coverage tonight of the investigation into the Siders family. Today, Gary Siders Jr. pleaded not guilty to charges of unlawful sexual conduct with a minor and sexual battery. Gary Siders Jr. is the father of the 16 children found in Hamden, Ohio. He and his wife, Elizabeth, are also accused of sexual misconduct with a minor. The Ohio Attorney General says that child is not in the Siders' immediate family. Well, today, a judge set a $250,000 bond in that case. And that $250,000 bond is in addition to the $300,000 bond on those child endangerment charges.
And as the criminal case against the Siders family continues to grow, the state is also now looking into what happened before 16 children were found in that Vinton County home. 10 TV's Libby Cathy was in Gallia County tonight.
I spoke to several people tonight. None wanted to go on camera. However, one neighbor tells me in the years that the Siders lived here, she never interacted with them and that they always kept to themselves. She did say that her nephew tried to play with the Siders children here, but was always told they could not leave the property. Now she's calling those new details from Gallia County court records shocking. And now the state is conducting its own review.
Who knew what? What did they do? What did they not do?
Those are the questions Governor Mike DeWine says the state is now trying to answer. DeWine telling reporters today that an after-action review is underway to examine what happened before authorities found 16 children living in this Vinton County home.
Whenever there's a tragedy like this, we have an after-action review, which we're in the process of doing to make sure we understand exactly what happened and who was at fault and who is responsible.
He says the state expects to release that report before the end of the year.
How in the world in 2026 and 2025 and this period of time in our history, how can that happen? And so we will finish our own report, our own investigation.
DeWine also says the state will work with local children's services to address any problems identified.
We work with that local children's services to make sure that whatever deficiencies they have, that they begin to deal with those.
And while that review plays out, the criminal cases are moving forward. Former Vinton County prosecutor Jim Payne says that process will take time.
They want to make sure they get it right. They don't always get it fast.
Elizabeth Siders, Christina Siders, and Gary Siders Sr. have not formally pleaded to the charges against them. We'll continue following this case here and on 10TV.com. Reporting in Gallia County, Libby Cathy, 10 TV News.